Everybody, and welcome to another Transformers knockoff review, I guess. I was toing and froing whether to put this up on the KO channel or not. It is basically a kind of slightly re-engineered, oversized version of a G1 Scorponok, but it's got a lot of elements that are included with the likes of the Earthrise, Titan Scorponok. They've kind of blended the two, so it was kind of a is this or isn't this? But it's here, it's on the KO channel. So this is Heidelberg, the base fortress, the deformation model. This, in theory, is by Baiwei. It is basically the same brand as the guys that give us these as well. They've got their hands in a couple of different pies, but this is a pretty decent take on Scorponok. They also did the Metroplex, so this is a much bigger figure, and yeah, it's a good looking piece. Let's crack it open and see what we've got inside. Right, this is what we get with Scorponok. We get a really nice, big kind of base former. We get his gun, we get two sets of the rockets, we get an extended claw section being made up with the sections that go either side of those feet. We get lots of these tabs. These basically plug in. These go on the hands, and we've got these sections here which peg in on the thighs. We get two little tiny microformers there as well. We've got Galvatron and Ultra Magnus. Got some more pegs which can go in on the hands, and we get some green ones as well, and then we get loads of these little blast effects. Need to kind of clear those up. They basically fall off the sprues. We get a mini Zarak, which can, of course, transform up into a head. Our main Zarak comes like so. He's a good size. I love the fact that we can remove the head, and we have a little headmaster that's much more in keeping with like what we got with the original G1 Fort Max toy. Zarak's pretty articulated, ball socket there, double bend on those elbows, rotation on the wrist, waist rotation, head, he's kind of fixed in this position. You've got the arm panels, legs can come up, bend, thigh swivel, and articulation at those ankles. Sculpts on these are not brilliant. You'll see that when we tackle the head. You get fast track. Again, very nice take. If you compare him to the likes of the G1, it's about the same sort of size. But of course, if we bring in our Titan's fast track, gives you an idea. Much kind of smaller. Definitely kind of more simplified. It's... in essence, I guess this is more like the Hasbro Titan than the G1, but it really does kind of tick those G1 boxes for me. It really reminds me so much of that G1 toy. I put it in those same sort of hybrid boxes, like what we're getting with the articulated G1 figures. That's where I place this guy. Now, in theory, you don't have to take this head off. You can keep it on. I don't particularly, I like having him as a headmaster, so I'd pop this head on. Doesn't really matter either or, you can get some articulation with this one, but we lift this chest piece up, like so, and then basically the arms are going to come in, and these are just going to fold up, compress in, and fold up. They just tuck down like so, and like so, and then the legs are going to come up. And you can see there's a double joint on that knee. That's going to bend over. That's going to bend over. Like so. Push those together. And you see there's a tab just under here. That's going to push in. And then we get this really iffish head sculpt. There's something just not right about these eyes. I really hope we get a third party that gives us a better look to that. I mean, there are batteries installed in here. And there is a magnet attached on the gun. So we can just light those up. But I don't know, it's just a strange look. And also the way the helmet is now made, you've got this section here, and basically you kind of have to slide the head in, and there's not a lot of clearance. It's quite minimal. There we go, that's in. Like so, like so. That's in. That's in. This then comes over and locks into place. And you can see you've now got that gap around the eyes. That's when we're meant to bring this tab back in. But it really does give him that really big brow. Now I know in some of the Headmaster cartoon he did have a large brow. But I don't know, I just think, especially the Titans figure, I think the Titan figure done a much better job of that head sculpt. But you've got these tabs here, 4 of these, they locate on the top, and we can push and secure our head into place. There we go, I've plugged most of the pegs in. They basically just cover off where they've used the same part twice, so the screw holes match. You don't get like gaping holes. Some up here, some up here. The ones in the hands are the most obvious, the bright orange ones there. But yeah, it does what it needs to. We do have an LED function in the chest as well. We can bring the chest open, and we can turn that on. You see you've got your strength, speed, intelligence there. And we'll pop that up, and I've got the Decepticon insignia on there, although the sticker did not lay straight. It literally slipped off, and I went to peel it back off, and it was already applied. It's like, it will do. It will do for the video. That's fine. I can reapply it at a later date. But let's take a look at the articulation. Head can look around and around. We don't really get any tilt in there. We do have lovely ratchets on here, up and down, side to side. We've got upper bicep rotation. We've got a bend and then another bend, so we can bring that claw all the way up. Got really nice articulation on the fingers on the claw as well. We do get a waist rotation. Again, really nice ratchet on there. No abdominal crunch on there. We do get a soft ratchet going forwards and backwards, out to the side, upper thigh. Nice double jointed knee bend there. Pivot on the ankle. No real forward and backwards on the ankle itself though. We do get some hinging on that toe though. So he is a very articulated figure. Again, taking a lot of that from the likes of the Titan version. Speaking of which, let's get a scale comparison, shall we? There we go. In terms of scale, Earthrise is obviously a lot bigger, and it does have all of the upgrade kits on there as well. But I really like this one. This one's a much kind of more simplified. He's going to look really good on my toy shelf. Now I'm going to have to extend my toy shelf. But I really do like the fact that it's hybrid. It's kind of a hybrid version of those. And of course, let's not forget the amazing Printformers take on Scorponok as well, who I seem to be missing a gun for. Now that head sculpt, that I would love on this guy. So Marcin, if you are listening, if you could give us this sort of sculpt for this figure, that would be absolutely amazing. But yep, he's a big-ish figure. You know, he's not he's not a Titan. He's definitely not a Titan. But I believe, I don't have the original Scorponok to hand, but I believe he comes somewhere up to kind of like the midriff area. So it is much, much bigger. Those of you who follow my collection, you know that I have very little in the way of original G1 figures left. I do happen to have mostly G2, but here we go. Here is a G1 figure to show you how it's... That's good. I like that. Yes, it's not the same size as the original Fort Max. I would love for them to done this the same size as the G1 Fort Max, so they could kind of square off to one another. But that's not bad. That's pretty darn good. That was amazing as this all is. He does transform up. Let's just get in transform so we can tilt the head back slightly, which gives us clearance to bring this section over. These legs, I like how these operate. We can unpeg from here, like so. Slide, come on, slide that down like so, and then peg that in using that lower peg, like so. Really kind of shrinks those legs up. So again, slide that down, peg that in. Ooh, hello, what have we done here? There we go, peg that in, like so. This goes like that. This is going to rotate, come over, like so. There. Tap in, and then bring this around and rotate, like so. There we go, that's kind of fast track. Everything tabbed? Everything's kind of tabbed, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Right, anyway, that's fast track. Right, move him out of the way. Start by removing his shield piece. This is going to go up. This needs to go to the center, like so. Like this. This is going to rotate around. You know what? Let's pop his head out. That needs to go on, and that needs to be rotated, like so. Remove the guns from the front here, like so, because you're going to bring this up and up, like so. Same on this side, so remove the gun and we'll bring that up and up, like so. Come around to the back. Look how slim and streamlined that back is. That's brilliant. Unplug from here. This is then going to come down and unplug from here. These can come out. Again, these are hidden really nicely. But you do all want to come out at the same time. Look, there, there, and there. Something I think is incredibly good with this as well. The chest section that can come down like you would on a normal Scorponok. Let's just turn that light off for now. And under here, you can gain access to this panel here, which allows this piece to fold out like that, which then closes off that back piece, which I think is freaking awesome. You can then come around to the tail piece, like so. That's going to open up and open up. Can then bring this out, that out, and come on up there and there, like so, like so. Bring that up and like this, like that. Again, really nice and clean how that transforms. Rotate the waist like so. Then come down to these feet. And basically we have these tabs on the legs. These are going to flip up like so. These are going to come in, tab, push, secure, close off. Same on this side, flip that open, bring this up, tabs into here, secure, close, bring that up, and then this is going to flip back on this double hinge, and that's going to come up and over. Same on this side, bring that up, flip that over, and you can see here there are two joining panels. Push and secure those together. If you look underneath here, there's a slot just here for the tail. That's going to come in. That will push and secure in there, like so. Then these will peg in to these panels. There we go. With a bit of brute force ignorance, I managed to get that in there. That was interesting. You push it in, and these legs tend to shift, so you need to kind of work it so they don't, basically. That comes around. Then we can just bring this out, and bring this around, bring this out, bring this around, and we can sort out all of these articulated Scorpion legs. Bring in these used cannons, put them on the arms like so. This section splits, this opens up. These are going to separate like so, and very much like what we got with the old G1 toy, we place those on the legs like so. This one goes on the other side. Like so. And if we come around to the back, we have this section here, like this. That goes there, that goes there. I'm going to bring in the other cannon. Go on the hands, like this. These can come up if you choose to. Pop some blast effects in. We can open up this section here, and if you choose to, like I said, he can. You don't need him. You don't need him. You can just sit out of the way. Just put him out of the way. Hide him in there. Pretend he's not even there. You can have your little mini Zarak up here if you wish, and you can bring in Galvatron and Ultra Magnus if you want to. There we go. There we have Scorponok in his base form. I like that. I like that a lot. And this here, he says it should projectile. I'm not sure. Whoa! Oh, yeah, that really does fly. Let's see if I can aim that at the camera. That's got some power to it. Yeah, it's nice that they've got a kind of projectile stinger going on there as well. So yeah, this is his Scorpion form. Again, it's nice. It's nice that we've got these articulated legs. It's nice that we've got the stinger. It's nice that everything pegs in as it should. But of course, that's not all. He is, of course, a giant triple changing headmaster, isn't he? So let's clear some of this off. Let's take these cannons off, and we'll put them where we want them for city mode. First things first, let's move these. We'll get Zarak out of the chest because we're going to have to use that space. Sorry, buddy. There we go. Right, so we're going to have to come around here. This section's going to have to go back in because we need to bring all of these legs back in together. And all of these feet. This is going to come up. I'm just going to close off, and these feet are all going to come back in and into the center. Oh, hello. Into the center. Like so. Same with this side. Bring those all back in. In you go, in you go. There we go. There. Right, like so. This joint rotates so it's at the front. This rotates like so. This comes around. This goes all the way up. And this is going to fully extend like so. Same on this side. Bring this all the way up. Fully extend that section like so. So that these are square to the head. Come around. Remove the tailpiece. And you're going to want to untab this section from that hind end. There we go. This is going to unfold because we're going to gain access to here. So again, you want to fold this piece in like so. Fold that back on itself, hiding this section away like so. That goes in there. That's going to come up like this. And you're going to want to unpeg those legs. Unpeg the legs. Bring those out. Fully extend them. Bring those out. Fully extend them. Bring this section up. And you've got this tab in the center here. That's going to push. And from this angle, we can then bring this section up. Bring this section up. Right, these sections here are incredibly tight. I mean, like crazy tight, ridiculously tight. Once you get the feet in, they are very hard to get out. So, right, let's extend these ramps all the way down. Bring this back, plug that in, bring these out. So we've got some little cranes that we can work with. Got this little section here that we can lift up as well and move these panels like so. Same on this side, bring that down. Open this up. Bring that down all the way to the other side. This, like this, like this. It's gonna push tab in like so. This can open all the way up like this. We can bring these in on here, forming part of the tower. This section here, it should, he says, slide over here and push and tab in like so. And then we can start adding some of our cannons back, going to the side here and onto the side over here. And we can add our gun here. That's going to split in half. And then we have, I believe it's this side, like so. And then this side, like so. And we can just add these ones to the back of the fists so they've got somewhere to live. Like so. Like so. And then we have Scorponok in his fortress form. If I just transform our Zarak back up, we can bring him in, although this is much too big for this form. You would need our little base former version. We can put the runway lights back on and we can bring him in. We can bring fast track in as well. That's a pretty decent base form. So bring these ramps down to the ends. There we go. That's not bad at all, is it? Very simple. Everything has a place. I like how that looks. That's a good looking base. That's pretty decent, isn't it? Really like that a lot. What do you think? Let's take a closer look. Is it perfect? No? But is it fun? Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. It's a really nice take on Scorponok. Really gives me those nostalgia vibes. It's a good, fun toy. Love the fact we can switch out his head. It's a really good looking base form. Doesn't take up a huge amount of space. May even have him in base form. Maybe that's how I'll keep him. But yeah, there he is. To be honest with you, I'm really kind of hoping they give us a Fort Max done in this scale as well, and then give us a Brave and a Grand Max repaint, because I would love a Grand Max to go with my Master Force figures. But the Titans figure is way too big to scale with them. He needs to be somewhere kind of in between them and kind of the Power Baser. And I think if they did kind of one this sort of size, I believe this is 43 centimeters, I think, in height. If they done something like that, that would work an absolute treat. Anyway, if you want one of these, the link is in the description below. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy lives to watch my content. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I should put this on the KO channel or the normal channel. If this is your first time visiting the KO channel, feel free to give it a like and a subscribe. And until next time, from myself and the rest of the Collectibles household, thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.